'Cause you were born with mischief in your eyes and fire in your veins.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my wrap-up for the month of August. I don't know why I had so much trouble thinking of how to say that, but I did. So, I don't really know how much I read this month. I know I read 7 physical books and a couple of ebooks. So let's just get into it, why don't we? So, the first book I read was The Van Allen Legacy by Melissa De La Cruz. I rated this a 4 out of 5 stars. And this one was really interesting, and I enjoyed the action and the drama in it quite a bit. Goodreads has this new thing where I can actually see my little blurb reviews. So, I might as well get back to putting those up here too. After that, I read Betrayal of Thieves, which is The Legends of Dimmingwood, number 2, by C. Greenwood, and I rated that a 4 out of 5 stars. This one was interesting. I ended up really enjoying it. I have no idea what took me so long to read it. I don't know when I read the last one of these, the first one, but this took me a while to get to reading. I will definitely be continuing this series later on. After that, I read Misguided Angel by Melissa De La Cruz, which I rated a 4 out of 5 stars. And again, this one was really enjoyable. I loved the twists and turns in it a lot, and it was just really interesting. I've lost my tables and stuff, if you guys didn't know, so that's why I'm having to go like over here and set it on something. I can't put it any closer because it's got my lamp on it, but it's like I have no space right now until I get everything organized. After that, I read Vanguard by Anna Guire, which is the 4th book in the Razorland series. I could barely put this book down. I absolutely loved it. This was a great side novel to the Razorland trilogy, and I definitely consider this a side novel or a sequel to the Razorland trilogy, like a standalone sequel, kind of. It was a perfect way to see how everyone was, and I was so happy to read this. I ended up giving this a 5 out of 5 stars. After that, I read Hunted by PC and Kristen Cast, which I rated a 4 out of 5 stars. I really ended up enjoying this one. It was pretty interesting, and this one definitely kept me on my toes quite a bit. And after that, I read The Maze Runner by James Dashner, which is the 1st book in the series. This is pretty interesting. I ended up reading this after seeing the movie, though, so I found myself comparing the movie and this quite a bit. As always, the book was definitely better. There was definitely more detail in the book, but I really felt like the movie kind of stuck to the book quite a bit, in my opinion, but that kind of surprised me. This is coming off. This is like my 4th video I'm recording today, just while I have this bandage, because it's the last one we have. So all of these videos, if you can't tell if I'm wearing the gray shirt, they've all been recorded on Sunday. So if I didn't say, I ended up rating that a 4 out of 5 stars. After that, I read Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi. As always, she is an amazing writer. I love her writing. I was sucked right into this and could barely put it down. I absolutely adored this book. I can't wait to read Witchwood. I'm going to try to steal the arc off of Christy when I go to see her in Boston in a couple of weeks. Christy, be prepared. I'm probably going to borrow that arc from you, and then I'll mail it back. But I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, and now I'm incredibly, incredibly excited to read Witchwood. After that, I read Snow White Sorrow by Cameron Jace. I rated this a 4 out of 5 stars as well. I found this very interesting. I loved the prequels to this series, and Snow White Sorrow definitely didn't disappoint me at all. It was a great story. It was just really interesting. I love Cameron's retellings of the Grimm's fairy tales. I love it. They're really well written, so I definitely suggest checking out this series if you like the Grimm's fairy tales. And the final book I read this month was Touched by Death by T.L. Martin, which I completed on the 31st, and it made me so happy to read this. I had been looking forward to this book since the day Tawny started talking about it, and I was so excited to get to review it, and thank you again for this copy, Tawny. Absolutely love this book. I rated it a 5 out of 5 stars, and I will make sure to leave a link to my review for it down below for all of you. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. Let me know if you guys have read any of these, what you thought of them. If you haven't and you are planning to read them, let me know. And be sure to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, everyone.
'Cause you were born with mischief in your eyes.